Russell, Val Kilmer, Bill Paxton, Dana Delaney, and Billy Bob Thornton.
Maybe you better swear me in.
Tombstone. Tonight, parental discretion advised.
Hey, Fox 5 here in New York City. You and the rest of the country are watching Fox After Breakfast. On today's show, it's her day. That's Tamara White, our Coast to Coast co-host contest winner. Welcome. And she'll get a course in Hosting 101 from Montel Williams. We'll get some of Hollywood's best discovery stories from our movie buff, Nick Clooney. Plus, we'll meet the 3 other Dynamite Coast to Coast finalists. Hey, ladies. I'm your announcer, Nancy Giles, with Road Warriors Jeff McGregor, Phil Kogan, and Suzanne Huang. And here's your host, Tom Bergeron.
Thank you, Nancy.
You're welcome.
How are you on this Monday?
How am I? I'm fine, but you know, as we talked about earlier, our hearts and our thoughts are with Dr. Betty Shabazz. We really, really, really are pulling for her, and we're thinking of her and her family right now.
Indeed, the widow of Malcolm X, who was with us a couple of months ago.
She's a great guest.
I believe she was here on the anniversary of the assassination of Malcolm X.
That's
with
right.
Several of her daughters. She was burned over 80% of her body. She is in extremely critical condition, and she is in a New York area hospital. And as you say, Nancy, our thoughts, our prayers are with her and her family. We have a show today that we have been looking forward to for, how long has it been now? It's been over a month, hasn't it? This is the day when the people who got their tapes together, sent in their entries, all of you are rewarded, because even though many of you were not able to join us today, you have here, living vicariously for you, the 3 runners-up and, most importantly, the winner of the Coast to Coast co-host competition. Now, you're about to see her entire entry tape. This is the tape that so wowed us, and you, obviously, when we opened the toll-free voting lines. Tamara, like camera, White, from San Francisco.
Good.
Here's the tape.
Hi, my name is Tamara White, and I'm from San Francisco, California. And the reason I should be the new Fox After Breakfast Coast to Coast co-host is because I can say Fox After Breakfast Coast to Coast co-host real fast without flubbing it. But the real reason is because I'm the most positive, upbeat, happy person I know. I'm not bragging, I'm just telling the truth. So if Fox can use a witty, articulate, can think on her feet, kick-ass as necessary woman, then I'm your new co-host. The reason I say kick-ass as necessary is because it's my passion, my pleasure, and my profession to teach people self-defense and crime prevention.
All right.
Let's say you need a new road warrior. One of yours breaks a leg or maybe comes down with the flu. Give me a call. Last minute is okay. I'll come running. I'll jump out of an airplane, go river rafting down the river, talk to the President of the United States and a farmer, all in one day. Bottom line, give me a call, and I'll be the new Fox After Breakfast Coast to Coast co-host. See you in New York.
And it's exactly... It's exactly that confidence and charisma that so impressed you as well. Please welcome crime prevention expert and my co-host for a day from San Francisco, Tamara White.
Yay, Tamara! You good girl! Hello, welcome.
God.
Well, congratulations.
How exciting. Thank you. Gosh, it was exciting to see you run the whole tape. Thank you. Thank you.
You know, you're
and the guy
welcome.
who did the tape really thanks you, because he was like, they did 2 seconds. So now, Ellison, they ran the whole thing.
Now, was Ellison the friend that really talked you into entering?
No, I talked myself into entering, but Ellison is the one who did the actual tape. He's the one.
You almost didn't send it in.
I almost
Thank you,
didn't.
Ellison.
I almost didn't.
Why not?
Because I got busy and I thought, oh God, I have to do the tape, I have to go to the post office, I have to stand in line, you have to do the tape, you have to do a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And I got busy, and then I was sitting there and I decided, okay, I'm not going to do it. And then I lay down and my mind just wouldn't leave me alone. So I called Ellison and I said, Ellison, I'm sorry, last minute, but I have to do this tape. It's just like, won't leave me alone. And he was like, okay, but be ready, be ready. So when he said be ready, that made me like kind of think of what I wanted to say. And the rest is history.
Well, we should all have an Ellison in our life. You know, I can't help but note the corollary here. Here you are, a crime prevention expert. And you show up, and Mayor Giuliani is here in New York saying it's the lowest crime rate of any city over 1 million population. The same weekend you show up.
Well, Rudy and I had a little, secret meeting and gathering, sort of a Camp David kind of thing.
Yeah.
Rudy.
And we talked about, how to lowered the crime, and we coordinated it.
In
and,
a weekend you did
got
this.
all the criminals off the street and everything, and as soon as I leave, I'm sorry to say you're going to be in dangerous trouble. But that's okay. For this weekend, you're doing great.
And this, you did all that, you know, selfless stuff while the
That's
three
right.
runners-up were out drinking and partying all weekend.
That's right.
Here.
Darn good job.
While I was saving America, they were, you know, just having a great time at the bar next door.
Leslie,
My dress over my head, though. That was too bad.
Oh, my goodness.
hello.
Those Minnesota girls.
We're going to officially meet the runners-up and chat with them later. Also, our extended family member, Nick Clooney from American Movie Classics.
Great to see you. Wish I'd been there.
Nick, on this day of discovering new talent, you'll tell us how some of, what, Hollywood's biggest stars were discovered?
That's exactly what we're going to go for. How did they get discovered in the first place, and how can we do it now?
All right,
Wow.
good enough. And our own Joanna Bober, who dresses us all in our fine
A
tailored
miracle,
dance.
a miracle worker.
Joanna, what are you going to be doing today?
Joanna!
I'm sorry?
What are you doing today?
We're talking about casual dressing on the weekend.
All right, and our models will be...
The Coast to Coast runners-up.
All right, ladies.
Very good. And you get to drive away from this here show today with
in
a new car.
Chevy Lumina. How many times do I have to say Chevy Lumina?
You've already won. You don't even have to kiss up to them at all.
Oh, good. Okay, great.
Now, in addition to meeting with Mayor Giuliani,
Yes,
what else
yes.
did you do this weekend?
Well, we went to Planet Hollywood, compliments of Fox After Breakfast.
All right.
And Bruce Willis and Demi Moore were not there.
No.
As we had arranged. I am very upset. They did not keep their end of the bargain.
Tom, do
but
something.
That's okay.
Are you
that's
kidding?
Okay.
She'll kick ass. I'm
That's
backing
right.
off.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm not taking this
You
one.
just wait, Demi and Bruce. Okay, but anyway, they weren't there, but we had a really great time. And guess what? The waitress, no kidding,
Yeah.
the waitress who waited on us had been like the Fox After Breakfast winning family like a year ago when you were
Right.
FX or something.
Right,
I mean, what's
sure,
the
on
odds?
breakfast time, yeah.
What is the odds of that? The Fox After Breakfast co-host and finalist meet the Fox After Breakfast
Visiting
waitress. I mean,
family.
it's just like
It's like serendipity.
and we told her to call you and that you would serve, that she could serve you breakfast on the show. So I thought,
Sure.
that, yeah. So we're like booking guests while we were having lunch.
And that's why we
Yes,
love you.
Exactly.
Before we go to the tape of you getting your makeover,
Yes.
tell us a little bit about what you do in San Francisco. I'm intrigued by this. You have your own
I have
consulting
a business.
firm?
Yes, I have a business. It's called Tamara White and Associates, Consulting in Crime Prevention and Personal Safety. And what I do is I go into companies and go to universities and any kind of business and talk about crime prevention. And I
Right.
help people get clear that they don't have to take it.
Right.
And when people leave, it's an upbeat seminar. It's not like, look out for the boogeyman. You know, it's like
Right.
when people leave, they are happy. And they feel empowered and they feel good. And it's just a neat experience, like walk into a room of people you don't know and just like shift it around. And when they leave, they're like, wow.
Well, that's what you put into the camera
Exactly.
when you did your
Exactly.
entry. I think
Exactly.
you had that. Have you always been confident? Have you always had a...
You know, I don't know. No, because I remember it. I went to the University of Arizona before I transferred to San Francisco State, and I remember taking a speech class, and I was so nervous. I was like, you know, the typical,
Right.
like, you know, whatever. And I don't know where, you know, it evolved. It evolved.
But you didn't back away. You just
No,
kept
I kept
facing
moving
that
forward.
fear, right?
I must say one thing about me. I can have fear and keep moving forward.
Mountain, get out of my way,
Mountain,
right?
Get out of my
Mountain,
way.
right, Montel?
That's right. Montel Williams, that's right.
You're looking forward to meeting him.
That's right.
And he's so you've got Montel helping you. I'm here as
That's
your
right.
safety
How
net.
can I go wrong?
I've got a feeling, though, you don't need a lot of coaching. I've got a feeling you're going to be fine.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Coming from you, Tom, that's a compliment.
Wow.
It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
Now, we've got a little videotape, which I'd like you to narrate, if you
Okay.
would, of your other part of the weekend when you weren't
Yes.
negotiating politics and crime prevention.
Oh, God, here it is. Here's where I'm getting out of the limo. And they gave me flowers. And I'm going into the is it Mark Morrissey? I'm sorry, I should know that, but it is the
Thomas
salon.
Morrissey.
Thomas Morrissey.
That's right,
Thank
Tamara.
you.
You're welcome.
Going into the very chic Thomas Morrissey salon. And here we have...
Well, there's Christina.
That's Christina
It's our
doing
own,
my
yeah.
hair. And what she did, she convinced me to put brown highlights in my hair. And so she's putting tinfoil in there. And I called myself the tinfoil Don King. And so it's like, oh, look at that face. I mean, my God, Mom, that was temporary. I look how I look now.
There's
and
Terry.
So there is Terry putting on all the makeup and working her little thing.
Now, is she telling you jokes while she was...
Oh, God, it was just unbelievable. It was unbelievable. And they are so great there at that salon. They bring you anything you want. And see, now it's starting to take shape. You know, it's like starting to have, oh, well, there it goes again. Okay, so it's, yeah,
Look
see,
at you.
now. Oh, we have to talk about the wig. I came in wearing a wig because it's a black woman thing. It's a bad hair day thing. And so I wear a wig, and see, I'm telling my secret on national TV. Right. Most people don't know I wear a wig because I make it look natural. Because black women have like this hair thing that if we had to do our hair every day, it would kill us. And some women are doing that, and it is killing them. So I decided I didn't want to do that.
I'm with you, Tamara.
So they were just like, take the wig off, dump it in the thing.
That, you know, Nancy's hair isn't real either. It's pasta.
No, it isn't. That is so
You know, I have never seen black rigatoni. That is interesting. That is interesting.
I cannot go on.
Hey, you thought it was going to be a sister thing, right?
Oh, sorry, Nancy. I couldn't
Tamara, you wound me. Let's just go on.
Nancy, please forgive me.
Okay.
I'll let you ride in my car.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Notice I didn't say give it to you.
Yeah, I noticed.
I think you've taken care of that first day jitter thing pretty quick.
Oh, God.
But really?
You just don't want to have a black woman be your enemy. Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Here we have as our first guest, Tamara, someone who has managed to circumvent the hair concerns completely.
Oh.
He has just finished his 7th season as host of his self-titled talk show. He's one of our favorite guests on the show. Let's welcome back. Who is it?
Montel Williams.
Yes.
Welcome, Montel.
Hey, Montel, get in here.
She's too good. Gee, come on, you don't stand in for me.
That's right.
She's too good.
Nancy, if you're still talking to us, what else is on the show today?
Sure. Well, you all settle in, and we'll have more with talk show host Montel Williams when Fox After Breakfast continues.
Fox After Breakfast is brought to you by Jergens, bringing you soft, healthy-feeling skin for generations.
When you shower with Jergens moisturizing body shampoo.
Welcome back to Fox After Breakfast. I'm your announcer, Lasagna Giles, with your co-hosts Tom Bergeron, Tamara White, and Montel Williams. Back to you, Thomas.
How about another hand for Tamara?
Hey, Tamara.
San Francisco.
They can't bust me with any rigatoni.
That's right.
Yeah.
Montel and I have been asking Tamara for advice during the break on how to do a talk show. You really hit the ground running.
Yeah.
It's fun to have you here.
It's fun to be here.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, you know, Montel.
Oh, here goes the question.
Ready?
Got to jump into the question. Got to get to while I can. You are a motivational speaker, but I know from doing trainings myself that sometimes you've got to be motivated, but you don't feel motivated inside, and you've got a gig to do, and you're like down, maybe just had an argument with your wife or something like that. How do you do that?
You know, what I did was I started thinking about the whole premise of motivational speaking. I think now, after doing this for so many years, we can't go out and motivate someone else. All we can be is a catalyst to have them motivate themselves. And so when I get up in the morning, I think to myself, I got to be a catalyst for somebody else today. I should be a catalyst for myself. And I wake up every day, I mean, honestly, I wake up every day with a little saying. It says, now that it's over, what did I do yesterday that's worth talking about today? That's it. And if you don't live for something, you know, every day that you don't try to accomplish something that's worth talking about the next day, there's no reason for us to be here.
How do you do it, Tamara?
You know what I do? I think about the fact that I've got something that people want to hear, and that when they leave, they will have something to take away with them. And as I walk into the room, just seeing the people and I get them started by asking them, what's your biggest crime fear? Like, let's really talk about it. And as they start to tell me their fears, I get ideas on like how to help them solve the problem, and they get like, we just start feeding off of each other. It's a great thing. I really love it. Yeah.
You wrapped up 7 years.
7
Getting set for an 8th, right?
Getting set for number 8.
What keeps it fresh for you, Montel?
You know, I think in the last couple of years, there's been so much rhetoric espoused about talk shows and about the evils of talk. And I think that we have convinced the public, the American public, at least with our show, that you can still talk about an issue as long as you do it with some dignity and respect, and you exercise some restraint. So for me, every single issue that's out there in the paper today, like, I mean, you know, just like the paper today, the Chicago Bulls won last night. I could do a talk show about that if I chose to. I can definitely do something about what happened to Malcolm X's widow, Dr. Shabazz. I could definitely do a show about that because, you know, we have to think about people who are kids and today we're kids, if you tell a child, I want you to go live with grandma, what could happen? This is kind of a sad commentary on today's state of America's youth.
You know, I want to know, you know, as you look at something like what happened to Dr. Shabazz, it could be exploited. It could be done either way. I mean, you could get a talk show, and I don't want to name names, and they could just like run with this in the wrong direction, or you could really handle it well. In light of the Jenny Jones situation, what did your show and what did you learn about how to handle guests? Not a thing,
because Jenny Jones does what she does. You know, Maury Povich does what he does. Name them all, they do what they do. It's just like being in a foot race. If you're in a foot race and you look side to side, you'll never get to the finish line first. I'm in a foot race, I'm looking straight ahead, and I know what the Montel Williams show does. I don't care what they do. Everybody will put them down and continue to do so. We do a show that tries to make sure that we don't belabor what happens as much as we try to figure out why things happen. And once we figure out why, we not only answer for the guest on the stage, but for the person sitting at home.
Are you ever frustrated, though, that with Rosie being so successful, and your ratings and hers are pretty darn close, actually?
We are less than darn close.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we've gone neck and neck the entire year.
So despite that, Rosie's show is sort of set apart from what is considered the pack of other shows, and you're sort of lumped in there. Does that get frustrating?
Well, I think I'm no longer lumped in there. I will tell you the absolute truth. Number one, remember, I won the Emmy last year.
Yes.
The only person who was dethroned this year was Montel Williams at the Emmys, and I won it for Best Host because people discern the difference. They see a difference between what Oprah's doing now, what Roby's doing now, what I'm doing now. Almost every show is as different as the individual host. And I think what we're doing, I don't have to just interview celebrities. I'm not knocking that. I think the entertainment and then variety shows during the day are a good idea. But in America, we were built on a premise of freedom of speech and the right to talk. And we don't solve a problem unless we talk about it. And so I like to do issues. That's what people tune in to see me do. They want to hear me talk about issues. They want to see our guests talk about issues so that they can solve a problem in their own home. And I'm going to continue to do that. Everybody else can go on off and continue to do what they're doing and make it a variety show during the day if you choose to. Tune in to the Montel Williams Show if you want to know how to solve some problems in your home, about your marriage, about your family, about your relationship with your kids. Tune in to us. That's where we're going to be.
Speaking of marriage, family, and kids, how do you balance it all? You have a wife now and 2 kids and a show and a career. That's got to be tough. How do you keep all that going?
I think, and I'm going to say this, but I have a woman who is beyond just a wife for me. I mean, she really is not. The soulmate thing doesn't even get anymore. We like to say she's my heart's twin because we are focused on the same thing in the same direction. She backs me up on everything that I do, and I back her up on everything that she does. And so what we do is we go to work 7 days a week, but the babies come to work sometimes. They're at the set with us. I get to spend quality time with the kids every single day.
Just want to mention your book is out in paperback, right?
Yes, out in paperback.
Mountain, get out of my way.
Get out of my way.
Montel Williams.
My kind of book.
You gonna stick around just in case? I don't think you're gonna need advice. I might have a few questions. Yeah,
Scotty, Michael, Ryman, hey buddies, good job, guys, good job. Come on.
Well, we have some jazz fans here too.
Oh, come on. The mail doesn't get delivered on Sunday.
Hop on in here.
We might have to have security for Montel as he's leaving the building.
Yeah.
Really?
There may be some kicking of you-know-what. What's coming up, Nance?
All right, Tom, our film buff Nick Clooney is going to tell us how stars like Lana Turner got their big Hollywood breaks. Tales from Tinseltown you won't believe, and that's coming up next on Fox After Breakfast.
What laxative do I use to relieve constipation? To get back to normal, I get back to nature with Nature's Remedy, the laxative with gentle, all-natural active ingredients that work overnight. For constipation, try Nature's gentle laxative, Nature's Remedy.
Welcome to Betty's Ocean View Diner. I'm Betty.
We work hard to make a good first impression. We've got to look our best all the time. If the waiters don't look clean, what are they going to think about the kitchen? One waiter in a stained shirt, and forget it. Our food makes really tough stains. Before, with the detergents we tried, we couldn't get this grease out. But now, with this new Tide with bleach alternative, I can really see a difference.
It's got to be clean. It's got to be Tide. This is the best-looking family on the block, and I'm proud of it.
Thanks for coming.
To get a fresh mountain spring scent in your clothes, you could add mountain snow, wildflowers, or spring water to your wash. Or just wash them in new Mountain Spring Tide. The same great cleaning, now with a fresh Mountain Spring scent. Try new Mountain Spring Tide. Look for it along with regular Tide.
From the author of Jurassic Park and The Lost World, 2 cops are assigned to a murder that wasn't supposed to happen.
They won't get away with this.
A mystery they weren't supposed to solve.
Someone is watching us.
Sean Connery, Wesley Snipes. Rise Rising Sun, Tuesday on Fox. Parental discretion advised. Party of 5 Intervention, a 2-hour special, Wednesday.
You want the respect of others. Start by respecting yourself. Ricky, let's talk about it.
Tell me why I love you like I do. Tell me who can start my heart as much as you. Let's take each other's hand as we jump into the final frontier. I'm mad about you, baby.
Weeknights at 6:30 on Fox 43.
We did it! The doctor is in at Jenny Craig.
2 years ago, I did my first commercial for Jenny Craig. I'd been heavy all my life. Before I joined Jenny Craig, I was fat. After Jenny Craig, I had lost 55 pounds and was a thin person. And now they even offer a medical weight loss program. If there's anybody out there who still hasn't called Jenny Craig, do it.
Jenny Craig's new program is now just a phone call away. Call 1-800-97-JENNY. That's 1-800-97-JENNY.
Call now! There's never been a better time to do it.
The Psychic Solution is celebrating another anniversary, but you get the gift. 10 minutes free with a real psychic.
I can speak to a real psychic for 10 minutes for free? 2 minutes free was too short, but 10 minutes free was just right.
Listen to the difference true psychics can make in your life.
I see a fear of commitment caused from past relationships.
He knew I'd been sneaking around. Don't know how, but he knew.
I see you're trying to improve your self-image with dieting. Romeo's just around the corner.
He knew I wasn't happy with myself, so a new love is what I'll be looking for.
The celebration awaits. For a limited time only, the Psychic Solution will give you 10 minutes free. Not 2, not 5, but 10 minutes free.
I don't know about you, but my life is full of twists and turns. My psychic's like a guide, only she knows all the right roads.
Now I don't have to watch the clock. I can sit back, relax, and get really great advice.
For all of you who've called before, and especially for those who haven't, join the celebration now with 10 minutes free.
Call 1-800-611-3543.
We're back on a rainy Monday in New York, made sunny, however, by the presence of our co-host for a day, Tamara White from San Francisco.
Good. Thank you.
Montel Williams here, and our extended family member from American Movie Classics, Nick Clooney.
I've got to tell you, Tamara makes this look too easy.
Yeah, I know.
We've been doing this all these years. She comes on and nails everybody, just pops the whole show. She's great.
Yeah, thanks for showing us up, Tamara.
Here's a 5, okay?
Thanks very much. You said 10. What's happening
well,
to you?
hey.
It is
Now,
so
Tamara
great.
is a good example of a discovery, Nick.
Yes, she is a wonderful example of a discovery, and I must tell you that I'm a little upset. He didn't even answer when I sent my tape in.
Oh,
Nothing. I got absolutely nothing at all. 0 was my best tie. Although you're more, you're more intelligent. You got even more motivational. I got the best relatives in the history of the world. But I get nothing going for me. Here, nothing. He didn't even answer my. At any rate,
well, it's gone to his head.
Is he turned into a monster?
Yeah, it's gone to his head, and he just thinks he doesn't have to answer.
It's embarrassing. Montel, could we do a show on this?
I think we can do a show on that.
People who cannot handle fame. I think this is a good new show. What do you think, Tom?
Pardon me, I'm just going to be in a fetal position. So tell us about these alleged discoveries in soda shops.
Doesn't happen anymore. Doesn't happen anymore, but boy, it did happen. Think of Lana Turner. Lana Turner, one of the biggest stars in the history of the golden age.
Right, sure.
Beautiful.
Sophomore, there she is. She is look how pretty. Is she beautiful?
So is it true Schwab's, was that
No,
it?
that's a lie.
That's not true?
Was not Schwab's. She was supposed to have been in Schwab's. She was supposed to have been in Schwab's drugstore, just having a malt, and a fella came in and discovered her. What actually happened, she was going to Hollywood High. She'd been a sophomore in high school. She cut one class, went across the street to the Top Hat malt shop. It was a typing class. She goes over, this guy, Billy Wilkerson, who was the head of the publisher of Hollywood Reporter, said, "Hey, little girl, you want to be a star?" And she said what anybody would say, "Get out of here,"
Yeah.
But actually, she did get discovered from that, got a contract, went to Zeppo Marx, one of the Marx brothers, who became her manager and agent, and the rest, as they say.
I know, Zeppo, as a comedian, he was a great manager.
He spoke so highly of you, Tom. I'm telling you. That's it, good. Huh?
Now, how did that Schwab's thing get to be, thought of as
Billy
fact?
Wilkerson thought it was Schwab's. Schwab's is 2 miles away, and he used to go to Schwab's all the time. And so he thought it was in Schwab's, but actually it was this other place. And the problem is there's a whole generation of kids who spent all of their time sitting in Schwab's, not getting discovered.
Yeah.
Burt Lancaster was in the Brill Building. He had come back from the Army. He had never been in the movies before, never been an actor before.
Wow.
Irving Jacobs was producing a play called Sounds of Hunter. And he needed a fellow who looked like a sergeant, and actually, Burt Lancaster had been a sergeant.
Yeah.
So he was in the elevator, met him, said, would you like to be an actor? And Burt said, yeah. And they did the reading, and I have ridden up and down in that elevator for 41 years.
Sucking on Schwab.
Waiting for something to happen.
Nothing is happening so far. And he got discovered, and that's 5 months later, he was in Hollywood.
Now, who else got discovered?
Sandra Dee. The message here is hang out with your friends.
Ah.
She hung out with 2 friends. Now, there's Sandra on the right. See, she's cute. Sandra's pals were Carol Lindley and Tuesday Wells. Both of whom
that's
were
with
models.
Lana Turner, right?
That's with Lana
so
Turner.
So apparently they all hang together, is the thing.
At Schwab.
Yeah, at Schwab.
Which is no longer there. And incidentally, Schwab's isn't there, and the malt shop is now at Texaco Station.
Wow.
So that's not going to work out either.
Sandra hang out at the Texaco Station.
Doesn't work at all.
Why can't this happen anymore? Why can't you just be walking down the street and somebody says,
too much money. Problem is, every movie costs $20 million just to make. Forget marketing. And you cannot take an unknown and put him in there in an important role and say, come here out of the malt shop and become a star. That just can't happen anymore.
There's one more we have, and I know you guys at AMC are doing a Tarzan movie retrospective.
I want to hear a Tarzan yell from somebody here, please.
Can you do one?
Not since my voice changed.
All right.
I can't do it anymore.
Johnny, look at Johnny Weissmuller. He's a kid in this one.
He is a kid. You remember he was an Olympic champion. He was a swimmer. He had never acted at all, and he did an ad for BVD's underwear.
Yeah.
And somebody said, hey, he looks pretty good in underwear, so how would he look in a loincloth? And he doesn't have to talk anyway. All he has to say, me, Tarzan, you, Jane, so that's
Did you see the last, I have to say, the last couple Tarzan movies that Johnny Weissmuller did, it looks like they had set up a keg somewhere in the jungle. You know what I mean?
Yes.
There was,
that's pretty rude. Hey, I got to speak up for the older guys. I thought he looked okay. He did 12 of them. He did 12 out of the 32. We're going to run 32 this. You want to talk about a Tarzan festival?
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Nick, always a pleasure.
Good to be with you, Tom.
Thank you.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
Tom.
Thank you.
Congratulations on that Emmy.
Thank you.
That's great.
Right now, Tamara, do you know what we do now?
We are going to do the Fox News.
That's right.
Uma Pamaranju.
Very good.
Hey.
Almost got it.
Hi.
Uma Pamaranju. How about
Right.
Tamara's work today?
She's doing a great job.
I think so, too.
Hi,
Good luck,
Uma.
Tamara. Nice to see you there.
It's good to see you.
All right, here are some of the stories making news this morning. Our neighborhoods are getting safer. Crime has taken a tumble, a big one. The FBI is reporting the biggest drop in violent crime since the agency started keeping count. Assaults are down 6%, murders down 11%. And get this, New York is now the safest big city in the country. Pregnant women out there may want to take it easy. A new study out of the University of California, Davis finds women lawyers who work 45 hours a week or more were 3 times more likely to miscarry than those who work fewer than 35 hours a week. That's from the Journal of Occupational and Environmental Medicine. Singer Kenny Rogers married longtime girlfriend Wanda Miller over the weekend, but there were some uninvited guests at that wedding. A couple of animal activists put on chicken suits, waved at cars, and threw chicken feed. They say the birds are mistreated before winding up as entrees at Kenny Rogers Roasters restaurants. Despite the plucky protesters, the wedding went off as planned. Take a look at those pictures. It was the demolition that made history. Barely a blink, and the Sears warehouse in Kansas City, Missouri was no more. The implosion was the second largest in American history. A huge crowd watched as 1.5 million square feet of reinforced concrete turned to dust. It took 2,500 pounds of dynamite to bring down the house. And that's the latest from the Fox News Channel. Those pictures are pretty incredible, right, Tom?
They are indeed.
Yeah.
You know, Lois and I had 2 guys in chicken suits at our wedding too. We just thought it was fun.
But those were guests, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly right. Heck, they officiated. When we come back, we're all going to visit with Tamara and the 3 runners-up who had a wild weekend in this virtually crime-free city.
The naked lady from Atlanta, too.
I'm Margot. I create new cereals at Post, like Banana Nut Crunch. I love fresh-baked banana nut bread. Or Cranberry Almond Crunch. It's got the zing of real ocean spray cranberries. Great grain. I worked on this recipe for 2 years. Look at this gorgeous pecan. I cannot tell you how proud I am of my morning tradition cereal. And just like every Post cereal, they are at a fair price every day. We don't think any cereal should be a luxury. Write to me. I'd love to know how you like them.
My mom needed money.
Meet the son who did not send the money Western Union.
She had to hitchhike across 3 counties. Took 2 pickups and an 18-wheeler.
And the heartbreak it caused. Oh, son! Later tonight.
Western Union, the fastest way to send money worldwide.
Is my wife still in there? Tall, long-doored.
Whatever the look you like.
It's so...
Jill, you okay in there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Help keep that look with Kellogg's Special K cereal. Great toasted taste, 110 calories, and fat-free.
Do you like it?
Fine. Oh, yeah.
Kellogg's Special K. Great taste never looked so good.
You look cold.
Right.
Jenny would never turn down a new pair. Jeans and shoes. Are you kidding? Bob, on the other hand, will never admit he needs anything.
He's a man. What is it with men anyway?
Now all women's, men's, and kids' $9.99 shoes are just $8.99. 2 pairs, $7.99 each. 3 pairs, $6.99 each. The Payless Shoe Store's Buy More, Pay Less sale.
You think there's anything to this women in shoes thing?
Pure myth.
Doesn't it feel good to pay less?
What would you do with $100,000?
I would buy everyone a puppy. I would sprinkle flower seeds all over the world. I'd eat it.
Rich, chewy caramel, creamy milk chocolate, and crispy little crunchies. $100,000 from Nestle. That's rich.
Know what you get with ordinary bottles? Bent or straight, same problem. Bubbles. With the Playtex Nurser, there are less bubbles. You can see the difference. So there's less gas, less spitting up. In fact, nearly 2 out of 3 baby doctors recommend disposables for healthier feeding. The Playtex Nurser system. Next to the breast, it's the best.
Introducing new Playtex disposable drop-ins. They make putting a bottle together as easy as 1, 2, 3. New Playtex drop-ins. Great, huh?
Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday were 2 of the West's most famous names.
Come on!
But the battle at the OK Corral
I want your blood.
made them legends. Kurt Russell, Val Kilmer, Bill Paxton, Dana Delaney, and Billy Bob Thornton. Tombstone. Tonight, parental discretion advised.
Welcome back to this very special Monday edition of Fox After Breakfast with my guest co-host, my coast-to-coast co-host competition winner,
Coast-to-coast co-host.
Tamara White
That's right.
from San Francisco. Before this hour is up, you'll have a car, Montel will have finished his omelet, and Nick will have done a Tarzan yell for us.
Watch that carefully. Yeah, listen carefully for that.
Now, we have also the 3 runners-up, and remarkably, there's been no bitterness.
No, they were wonderful. They were wonderful.
That's not what they're saying backstage.
We tried, it just didn't work.
Yeah.
I heard props of my death. They did hint at it, but I was able to diffuse it with the promise that they could take a ride in my car. No, they were actually
all right. Oh, good. Can you introduce yourselves each and give us sort of a little bit of where you're from and such?
Suzanne Worsley in Minnesota. I'm known as Mom After Breakfast.
Mom After Breakfast.
On the site here, I'm Mom After Breakfast.
We just call her Mom.
Yeah.
I've been
Mom all
queen.
weekend.
She's the mom.
Mom of 4.
I'm Beth Albright, and I am from Kansas City, Missouri. Prairie Village, live right outside of Kansas City.
And you said in the tape that everybody tells you their
Everybody
problems.
tells me everything that they know, and I don't know why that is, but they just do.
And she's on Delta Burke look-alike.
That's right. There you go.
They've been calling me Suge all weekend.
Should.
And here wearing clothes.
Wearing clothes from Atlanta.
Oh, Leslie Sharp, and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. And I need to say hi to my husband, the most wonderful man in the world.
Oh, my God.
How about a hand for all of our runners-up?
Excellent. Now, you know we had a fabulous weekend.
I know we've been pouring black coffee into them all morning.
For the weekend. You've been treating us like royalty. We went to see Tap Dogs, and it was so marvelous, so marvelous.
I had a star sighting.
Yes, so we had a star sighting. And do you know...
Who'd you see?
We saw in the same row.
Same row.
Harrison Ford. And wait. And do you know, Tom, we looked at him, and he looked at me, and he said, aren't you that coast-to-coast thing? I can dream. Okay.
Aren't you the
That's right.
that didn't
That's
win?
right. That's right. Movies. Right.
So you obviously had never met before. How have you clicked? I mean, it seems like...
Really well.
We did.
It's been amazing.
We really did.
But a Midwestern girl with these Kansas Southern girls has been a real treat. And then we have our kick-ass.
fast.
Pulling these out of her purse.
And you know, we should have all brought our sunglasses because we all went sunglasses.
I made them all by shades.
That's right.
We all had to buy
Really
shades.
weird, weird New York shades. And I'm in that unfortunate green that Jason Alexander referred to.
Yeah.
So I bought unfortunate green shades
That's
just
right.
as a memory of my trip.
And you know, the wildest one is Suzanne, the mom of four. You know, this is what happens.
I'm out of town.
This is what happens when you don't let them out of the house for a long, long
She's definitely the party girl.
All right. You guys are going to run her invitation now.
She told us stories about how she and her husband went to Las Vegas and she dressed in a very sexy kind of prostitute-looking thing.
Okay.
You guys are telling all my secrets.
Are we doing weekend fashions? Bring
them on.
Let me ask you. Now, you've all gotten a sense of the behind-the-scenes stuff.
Yes.
And is this something you would do full-time? Would you give it all up?
Oh, are you kidding?
Our baggage is here. We are here.
So did you see the Beacon's moving van outside?
Is that
We're just waiting. I'm just waiting for my apartment.
Okay, well, you got one, right?
You're just raising 4 more kids as far as I'm concerned.
We could be satellite reporters from every part of
Sure.
Yeah, I could cover the whole Midwest.
You're stuck with us.
Well, you're going to be models in just a few
Now, that's
moments.
going to be a stretch.
Yeah, no, I think you can handle it. When we come back, Nick Montel and Tamara, these 3 runners-up get to be the featured players in a segment on casual fashion. You ready?
Las Vegas?
Yeah.
Las Vegas?
Oh, God. I left that home.
That's going to be with our own stylist, Joanna Bover. She's going to show us summer fashion tips modeled by our co-host finalists. That's next on Fox After Breakfast.
Give your pride and joy Purina Cat Chow for a healthy, active life.
Anxiety? Anxiety is believing I'd never get my waist back after having twins. I'm not getting rid of a few gray hairs. With Clairol's loving care, there's no risk.
Fox 43. Switch to Fox 43.
Come on over to Fox After Breakfast with host Tom Bergeron and special co-host actress Robin Givens. He's one of our favorite guests. Our friend Ed McMahon drops by. Plus, actress Sally Kirkland talks about her new TV movie. And Road Warrior Phil Kogan may be in your neck of the woods. Brighten your day with Fox After Breakfast tomorrow.
Welcome back to Fox After Breakfast. I'm Tamara White, your coast-to-coast co-host, visiting from San Francisco. And now we're going to talk about fashion, and we have our resident fashion expert, Joanne Berber, who is going to talk about weekend fashion. Because, you know, we put so much effort into looking good Monday through Friday, but on the weekends we just throw on the sweats, we throw on the jeans and all that. But she's going to tell us there is more to weekend wear than just sweats.
Smelly sweats.
That's right.
Absolutely.
So what are the options?
Well, here's the thing. In my vast experience as a stylist, I found that women are really programmed to concentrate on their career dressing. And when it comes to shopping, they're picking out the suits for the office. And when they go home, when they're finally themselves and they have a chance to sort of relax and be with the people that they love, they kind of drop the ball.
Yeah.
And they put on things that maybe, you know, don't express their personalities but are just comfortable and not necessarily that fashionable. So what we're saying today is maybe you should, you know, go the extra mile and put on something that you feel good in and that sort of makes you shine.
Can you be comfortable, though? And, you know, because after you dress and you, like, do the whole makeup thing and the hair and the whole thing, on the weekend you kind of do just want to hang out. Can you kind of look good and not go to a whole lot of trouble on the weekend?
Absolutely. The stuff that we're about to see, modeled by the runners-up.
In our coast-to-coast co-host competition. Who's the first model coming out here?
The first is Beth.
Here we have
Oh, yeah.
Beth Albright from Kansas.
From Kansas City. Beth is looking fabulous in an Emmanuel suit.
That's right.
Go, Beth.
Sell it, Beth. Sell it.
That's right.
All of these clothes.
That's Leslie's section. So.
All of the clothes that you're going to see, by the way, are from Saks Fifth Avenue. And we had a day of glamour. Basically, this is as comfortable as a sweatsuit,
great.
but it just looks a lot better.
Yeah.
Looks great.
It's really comfortable. It's a navy knit tunic. Knit's very comfortable. A pair of real flowy pants. Shoes by Enzo Angelini. And the good thing about this is that Beth can go shopping in it. She can drive her son to his karate lesson.
Now, is this affordable?
This is upscale. It's from Saks Fifth Avenue.
What are we looking
okay.
at? What are we looking at for price?
Well, we're looking...
When you're that hesitant, it's costly.
Okay, that's all right.
So let's move on.
Okay,
She looks amazing.
She looks great. But could you do something like this for maybe a little bit less
Absolutely.
at a different, you know...
Absolutely.
Great.
Yeah, this is just a
Come on
look.
over,
And I'm
Beth.
glad to see a larger-sized woman.
Next, we have Leslie from Atlanta.
Leslie with clothes on.
Here she is.
This is our naked lady.
Leslie is not used
Danger,
to...
Will Robinson, danger.
Leslie's not used to wearing high heels, but I encouraged her to wear
Yay.
these flies from Enzo Angelini also.
Don't you look great?
This is an Ellen Tracy ensemble. And the thing about this is she's wearing denim, which I love because it's really casual.
That's nice.
But a darker denim is a little more elegant, a little more dressed up. We've thrown a little sweater on top of it. And the great thing is this is something you could wear on a casual Friday to the office and still retain some authority. And she can wear it out to dinner. She can wear it wherever.
Comfortable, Les?
Very.
Yeah.
The shoes,
Great. No.
they're a little too high.
Okay.
I'm used to stuff.
But, you know, it works.
Come on over here.
All right,
we do for fashion.
No, real quickly, Casual Friday. Sometimes people think Casual Friday means that they can go in looking real, not sleazy, but real too casual.
Right.
You don't want to go too far
You
down.
don't want to go too low. It's
So
sort
this
of,
would be good.
Yeah, it's a compromise. You want to look pulled together. You want to look comfortable.
This is not the time for the cutoffs and the old little halter top that you got from the 70s.
Absolutely.
Yikes. Okay, good.
Next we have Suzanne. From Minnesota.
Very nice.
Hey. Suzanne is wearing a DKNY safari dress.
Cute.
And we've tied a little sweater around her waist for some color. And we've dressed it up with some dressed it down, sorry, with some Nine West sneakers. And this is great because it's a fun dress. She can throw it on, one-piece dressing. I don't know. I think she looks great. The thing about the
Now, is that comfortable as the thing in Las Vegas? The little
No,
catsuit?
the cat suit's much better, but they didn't have one at Saks.
And I love this dress
Actually,
for
this
Suzanne.
is great. I would wear this too.
And it sort of reflects your animated personality, and you're so fun, and this is a really great thing for you to wear.
And this would work with 4 children and mom, huh?
The shoes would keep me up with my kids, for sure.
Suzanne, why don't you come over with our 3 runners-up in the Coast to Coast co-host competition? How about a hand for
Marvelous, ladies, marvelous.
Wonderful.
Isn't that great?
So you see we got a real bashful lot here, Joanna, for today's special show.
No personality.
When we come back, all the rest of you who entered our competition have a chance to win some prizes. We'll see if your name is drawn, and somebody here sitting next to me gets a brand new car when we come back.
Oh, there it is.
I know I shouldn't, but I love them.
Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, too irresistible for adults.
My friends think I'm doing this commercial to help others. Get real. I'm in it for the free samples.
Frosted Flakes have the taste adults have grown to love. They're great.
My Aunt Leona called. She was throwing a party, and she sprung a leak. Meet the man who didn't send the money Western Union.
I figured, what difference could it make, huh?
And the heartbreak it caused. Later tonight.
Western Union, the fastest way to send money worldwide.
Oh, this gas. Tums can't relieve gas. It can't? Introducing Phazyme Liquid, the right medicine for gas. Regular antacids can't relieve gas. Just 1 dose of Phazyme and the gas is gone. New Phazyme Liquid in Cherry or Mint.
The Vidal Sassoon Academy with news you can use on styling damage. If your hair does this, it's damaged. A real defense is the Vidal Sassoon conditioning line. The moisturizers give all-over condition.
World comes a motion picture event. Sean Connery, Wesley Snipes. Rising Sun, Tuesday on Fox.
You know Tamara.
Yeah.
You know Nick. You know Montel.
Yes, I know those 3 people.
Everyone who submitted a videotape to us in our Coast to Coast co-host competition, I'll be so glad when I don't have to say that, is eligible for some other prizes.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do is draw 3 prize winners. Montel, what's prize winner number 1 going to receive?
We're the backup singer.
Okay,
we're ready. Okay. And our first lucky winner will get a 1-week trip for 2 to a Europe. Compliments of RCI and Amos Carvel. The winner is...
Hold on. No. Wait. sorry. Sorry. You know, no, here's the deal. We have a live show here, right?
Yes.
And when the thing, no, come in. I wouldn't be bashful now, Ed. Now's not the time. When you pick them up, we got to pick them up.
We got to turn them. Okay.
Put them all in.
Now, can I touch them?
Yeah,
Sure, we can help.
Okay.
Yeah, put them all in.
Now, can I touch them? Are we allowed?
Don't touch them. Yes.
Okay.
There's this one that says Nick Clooney. I like this.
You know, and here I am.
Don't tell them.
Here I am standing
Back to my old job.
right next to a security specialist.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
goodness.
Get the can with Montello out of there.
There we go. Okay.
All right.
Are we secure? We are secure.
All
Go right in.
So prize winner number one, yes.
Okay, prize winner number one. Our first lucky winner gets a one-week trip for two to Europe. Compliments of RCI Avis Car Rental. The winner is...
All right, the winner is...
The winner is...
Montel Williams.
Claudia Vera from Miami, Florida.
And back to the backup singers, and here we go. Our second winner will receive a one-week vacation for two to anywhere in the continental United States at either Howard Johnson or Travelodge and Avis Car Rental. Congratulations to the winner.
It's Jimmy Blaylock from Tupelo, Mississippi.
Tupelo. Right next to Tripolo.
That's right.
All right, Montel.
And last but not least, our third winner receives a...
Let's hear what it's going to be. It's so wonderful. A one-week Florida vacation, Panama City Beach for 2 nights in Ramada and or days in, and a Davis Car Rental. The winner is...
Preferably someone not from Florida.
Yes.
Someone named Jan Williams from Royal Oak. What am I? Michigan.
I'd like to thank Nick Clooney and Montel Williams for helping us with this classic television contest drawing.
Where's the applause for us?
Too late to make up.
When we come back, Tamara, you get a brand new car.
Fox After Breakfast is brought to you by Metamucil, the doctor's natural choice for regularity.
Glamorous Hollywood? Not to me. For me, it's long hours and strange locations. Can't get slowed down by irregularity. My doctor says exercise, eat right. But sometimes a meal is whatever you can grab between takes. My doctor suggested Metamucil, the only leading brand with 100% natural fiber, like the fiber in healthy foods. Keeps me regular, gently, so I can give my usual award-winning performance.
Metamucil, the doctor's natural choice for regularity.
Jenny would never turn down a new pair. Jeans and shoes. Are you kidding? Bob, on the other hand, will never admit he needs anything.
He's a man. What is it with men anyway?
Now all women's, men's, and kids' $9.99 shoes are just $8.99. 2 pairs, $7.99 each. 3 pairs, $6.99 each. The Payless Shoe Store's Buy More, Pay Less sale.
You think there's anything to this women in shoes thing?
Pure myth.
Doesn't it feel good to pay less?
Kurt Russell, Val Kilmer, Bill Paxton, Dana Delaney, and Billy Bob Thornton.
Maybe you better swear me in.
Tombstone. Tonight, parental discretion advised.
When I first saw Kimberly, she was a scared little girl with a broken leg. My job as a medical assistant was to help her get back on her feet again. Today, she's a happy little girl and a pretty good hopscotch player.
Call Knoxville Business College and earn an Associate of Science degree as a medical assistant for your future and those who will need your helping hand.
It's wonderful to help make a difference in lives every working day. And the difference in your life can begin when you call Knoxville Business College.
Hello, caller psychic. Yes, I see large amounts of money.
If you're tired of fortune cookie advice from so-called psychics, get with it and call the real thing, Maxine Fiel. Maxine is a world-renowned psychic astrologer and lover of all people.
If you have questions about your life, call the number on the screen for a free sample reading.
Check it out. The best psychic offer is here. 10 free minutes with a real psychic. Maxine wants you to join the fun. Try it on us. Call now for 10 minutes, absolutely free.
I've devoted my life to helping people. And now I want to help you.
I was depressed and down on my luck. The psychic predicted things would change. She was so right.
The psychic was right about everything. I call all the time.
Who said you can't get something for nothing? 10 minutes free with a real psychic is the best psychic offer yet.
I send you all best wishes for all good things.
Real answers from real psychics and 10 minutes free. Call now.
Call 1-800-770-8452.
Sirens attest walking heel to toe.
Yes, heel to toe.
Ed. Things associated with weekend drivers.
Yes.
Announcing American Independent's new rates. Payments as low as $15. Lowest payments guaranteed.
If you want to hear about wacky low prices, give American Independent a call. It's good stuff. Great stuff.
Tonight on Fox, it's Tombstone starring Kurt Russell and Val Kilmer. Join us tomorrow on Fox After Breakfast when we welcome Justine Bateman with Phil Kogan, Ed McMahon, and Sally Kirkland.
All right. And Robin Givens will be back with me for the week. Tamara White, you have done an exceptional job.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Now, seriously, and here to give you, I know, you know, being here with all of us guys was wonderful enough.
I mean, how could I? 3 gorgeous men.
Yes, yes.
And I am single, so this is an issue with me.
Well, let's bring in a fourth. Here to present you with a very special gift. Our own road warrior, Jeff McGregor.
Why, thank you. I feel like Miss Congeniality. So here's some keys, okay?
Hey.
We're still trying to write a finance program on the card. Roses are for you, and in case I break a leg, you can have my job.
Yes. I'll give you my number, so if you come down with the flu or break a leg, you can call me last minute. I'll pitch in for you.
Okay, or kick my ass.
Or kick your
my job.
ass. But only as necessary.
Yeah, it's a brutal business, isn't it? Well, here, you hang on to those.
Relax.
Oh,
come on. Hang out.
Very nice.
You know what we thought we'd do, Tamara?
Yes.
Because it's really been quite an experience for all of us, wouldn't you say, Jeff?
Yes, it has.
And we just want to look back at some of the moments that we so fondly remember. A retrospective for...
As long as it's not a memorial.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Tamara White, the way she was. Let's take a look.
Okay, it's coming up, Tom. Just hang in there. Do you remember the time Tamara made her entrance, Tom?
I do. I remember that. Yeah.
Do you remember when she insulted me about my hair?
Oh, yeah.
And there's your car, Tamara. You go, girl. Drive safely. Yay! Congratulations.
The Psychic Solution is celebrating another anniversary, but you get the gift. 10 minutes free with a real psychic.
I can speak to a real psychic for 10 minutes for free? 2 minutes free was too short, but 10 minutes free was just right.
Listen to the difference true psychics can make in your life.
I see a fear of commitment caused from past relationships. He knew I'd been sneaking around. Don't know how, but he knew.
I see you're trying to improve your self-image with dieting. Romeo's just around the corner.
She knew I wasn't happy with myself, so a new love is what I'll be looking for.
The celebration awaits. For a limited time only, the Psychic Solution will give you 10 minutes free. Not 2, not 5, but 10 minutes free.
I don't know about you, but my life is full of twists and turns. My psychic's like a guide, only she knows all the right roads.
Now I don't have to watch the clock. I can sit back, relax, and get really great advice.
For all of you who've called before, and especially for those who haven't, join the celebration now with 10 minutes free.
Call 1-800-611-3543.
The switch is on in East Tennessee.
You're watching Fox 43, WTNZ, Knoxville.
Switch to Fox 43.
Portions of this presentation contain adult situations that may not be suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Today on Ricky Lake. LL Cool J!
So we're going to do it on Ricky Lake style.
What do you contribute your longevity to?
Try to stay spiritually grounded. I try to treat people the way I want to be treated. Live as righteous as I can.
The cast is in the house. You're making a lot of ladies happy this afternoon.
Heaven on earth, paradise for a price. It's cool, low. I'll pay it for the rest of my life. You know why? Ricky Lake. That's what time it is.
Next Ricky Lake. Hi, everybody. I am so excited. I'm here in the lobby of our building waiting to personally greet our performers today. We are going to have huge celebrities with special surprises and musical performances by one of the world's most famous musicians. Oh, I do believe the limousine has arrived. All right, guys, so stay tuned. 30 seconds from now, you're going to see who's coming out of that limousine. Stay tuned.